So you guys were one. I'm hearing a lot of you guys. You guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that? And when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So it's shorter. There you go. Crazy Cat Lady Gamer Reviewer or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment purposes. Hey everybody, good morning. Here we got the fourth episode of Stargirl. And probably this episode's called Wildcat since it's the episodes you got introduced in. So Yolanda, who used to be like one of those popular girls in school last year, and she was trying to run for class president, and she had Henry, do you remember, his Brainwave's son, as her boyfriend, and she does something very inappropriate to him. She sends a picture of herself topless to her on his phone, and Cindy gets a hold of his phone the day where she's supposed to do her speech, and sends it everywhere. Now she thinks that Henry did it, but it ends up being Cindy, so everybody thinks that's why she gets called slut. All the episodes before this, and that's why nobody talks to her. And we also find out her parents have grounded her and don't even want to look at her at all. So, and Courtney finds this out and decided to make her an ex-Wildcat. Now, we don't know if she's related to Wildcat, like Courtney thinks she's related to Starman, but we'll find out. And Pat is trying to make Stripe stronger or something. She keeps on going to a junkyard this episode, and also I called him a magician last episode. I'm sorry. He is called the Wizard. The Wizard's wife wants to leave town, but she's unable to because she can't fix her car. And so she goes to Pat, and Pat fixes up for her. And she goes back to Pat, tells her, "Don't trust Bunny in town." She leaves, and she has a cat and a carrier. Remember that, guys. Icicle goes downstairs and meets one of the old Injustice people, who I think is part snake or something, because inside its mask. I'm not sure what this character's name was, but I'll show you a picture. But man, I can find one. Man, he had like had like a green mask, a red right here, and his eyes were like snakes, except for he blinked. So, but did they forget blinks? Did they forget that snakes don't blink? Their eyes are always open because they don't have eyelids. People always forget that. Anyway, Cindy, she said he's getting his daughter ready. Something tells me, I'm guessing here, it's okay if I'm wrong or not, but I'm guessing that Cindy is his daughter. Because she's the only one around here that would seem like be evil enough to be his daughter. And that's what left. So, and so they decide to find out who has been visiting Brainwave. So we find out that it's the son's crying. We also have the one who become our one of the future ones one of the future heroes is also there at the hospital too with her mom, and they both both Courtney and Yolanda go into the hospital their own ways. Like Courtney uses the staff, while Yolanda climbs up by using her claws, and suit naturally bonded to her, made her fit her body because the Wizard Cat was a lot bigger than her since it was a guy and a grown man. So she's not done growing yet. So the suit made it to where it fit her, even though she said it was a little tight. So they both get up there, and she finds the visiting list, mostly that says Henry. We also find out the principal is also been visiting her about signing the list, and the principal's playing of violin. So I'm guessing she's the finalist. I'm trying to because remember that was one of the villains for Flash had. So is that who she is? I knew she was going to be something important, but because during 2 episodes ago, they kept putting the camera on her and showing her something important. So I had a feeling. So yeah, and they both head back home after they find that out, and Yolanda doesn't want to do this anymore. She wants to get her life in order for her. She does this. She goes home to talk to her parents about it. Her parents says, "No, we still don't believe in you. Go to your room." And so she goes there, and she finds a note that came from Courtney. "I cannot do this alone." So she goes back over to there, and they decide to do this together. And Pat goes back to the graveyard and gets some more stuff for Stripe, I'm guessing. And they end up finding the cat that was inside of the wizard's wife's car, and finds the car with the carrier broken and torn apart, but no wife. But so, is she dead or what? Did the icicle get her too, or did the new guy get her? We'll find out. So yeah. So yep, this episode was pretty good. It was a good introduction to Wildcat. I don't know. She seems too much like even though she reminds me too much of Catwoman, but they're both from the same exact universes. So yeah, but I'm gonna give this episode a 9 out of 10. Sully! What do you give Sully? I gave it up my paws in the tail. So I'll see you guys later. I think that they should forgive Wanda for what she did by now. It has been a year, so I understand why she would be grounded, but she needs to be able to move on her life and be able to be somebody new or her old self by now. I understand why her parents would be angry with her for that long, or a while, but she needs to be able to move on. They need to be able to be on her side, not be ashamed of her. But I don't know their type of style, but still. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.